Good day, everybody. It's November the 8th, and the year is 2024. And it's been 3 days since the election. President Donald Trump has won, seized his position with a landslide victory. And we all feel jubilant about it, and just to watch this. And It's been barely 2 days, actually, yeah, but barely 3 days, because today is the 8th. Is already already in the action mode. He has just let's listen to his speech. It's so interesting. What he wants to is we all knew what's happening in the southern border, all this influx of immigrants, and why these leaders and politicians are loving them, because they get under the table, they're shoveling. And I would be very apprehensive about saying this, but now that President Trump himself openly come and saying this, I know I'm just saying it without any apprehension, because sometimes the truth, you scare. It has a time and place. If you make a if you're not astute, and if you just go around blurting the truth, it'll come back to harm you, because it's truth has a time and a place. What they did to President Donald Trump, in the last 4 years, no president in the human history has been through such evil perpetrated on them by the people who are pretending to be the most righteous people, whereas they are the worst scoundrels, the evil part of the evil establishment. And I mean, Donald Trump is a very unusual person. One in a million, one in a billion. It's just I wish there are Donald Trumps in every part of the world. So this world, the evil prevailing in this world, can be the balance between the good and the evil can be restored. And that said, the evil has to be quelled, the good has to prevail. So let's, without any further ado, listen to what Donald Trump has to say about this drug cartels coming from the southern border, which the Democrat politicians, including all these from the very top, it runs too deep. They're all stooges. They get money, and the evil, the machinery behind the deep state, it's all part of it. But these politicians get money, right? And so they don't care what the hell happens to the people. People vote them into power. They just they're entrusted with the people's resources and the wealth, the revenue coffers. But what they do, how they go on doing business with the evil entities, destroying the human welfare, destroying the humanity itself, is unbelievable. If you think about it, I guess you would lose your peace. And there are majority of the people are blind to this reality, right? The media is another evil entity, right? And I'm talking about the legacy media, the lies, the diabolic lies, and the information, the misinformation, and the false fake narrative they promote and disseminate. Wow, that's a whole different thing. Let's watch what Donald Trump has to say. It's very interesting. You know, uh, he doesn't sugarcoat anything. He just says it the way it is. Uh, but someone like me saying it, we would, they would sort me like a mosquito. So, but Donald Trump, it's different. Like I said, I wish there are more Donald Trumps all in other parts of the world too.
Heroin, meth, and other lethal drugs are pouring across our wide open border, stealing hundreds of thousands of beautiful American lives, and it's happening like never before in our history. Children are being left without parents, families are being ripped apart, communities are being decimated. Our neighbors and fellow citizens are having their entire worlds destroyed like nobody thought possible. Our country is being poisoned from within by the drugs and by all of the other crime that's taking place. The drug cartels are waging war in America, and it's now time for America to wage war on the cartels. In this war, Joe Biden has sided against the United States and with the cartels. They are making more money than they've ever made before, times 10. There's never been anything like it. They're major companies. They're bigger than even some of our biggest companies. Biden's open border policies are a deadly betrayal of our nation. When I am president, it will be the policy of the United States to take down the cartels, just as we took down ISIS and the ISIS caliphate, and just as, unlike the situation we're in today, we had a very strong border, the strongest border, in fact, in the history of our country, and drugs were at a low of 45 years. There's been nothing like what we did just 2 years ago. We will show no mercy on the cartels. Every day, drug traffickers are using the waters of our region to ship their lethal poisons to America, killing so many of our people and ruining families. In addition to restoring strong border security, I will deploy all necessary military assets, including the U.S. Navy, to impose the full naval embargo on the cartels. I did that before, and it worked. What we did was incredible. We will guarantee that the waters of the Western Hemisphere are not used to traffic illicit drugs to our country. Furthermore, I will order the Department of Defense to make appropriate use of special forces, cyber warfare, and other overt and covert actions to inflict maximum damage on cartel leadership, infrastructure, and operations. I will designate the major cartels as foreign terrorist organizations. We will sever their access to global financial systems. I will also work to forge an unprecedented partnership with neighboring governments in our region, just like I did in Mexico. And remember, in Mexico alone, an estimated 100,000 civilians have been tragically murdered or gone missing at the hands of these cartels. The Mexican government, run by a very fine man, the president, is really working hard, but it's not working out. These cartels are vicious and they're violent, and they have Mexico for now stymied. Well, we have to help Mexico, and we have to stymie the cartels. Either we will get the full cooperation of other governments to stop this menace, or we will expose every bribe, every kickback, every payoff, and every bit of corruption that is allowing the cartels to preserve their brutal reign, and it is indeed brutal. Finally, as I have said before, I will ask Congress to pass legislation ensuring that drug smugglers and human traffickers receive the death penalty. The drug cartels and their allies in the Biden administration have the blood of countless millions on their hands. Millions and millions of families and people are being destroyed. When I'm back in the White House, the drug kingpins and vicious traffickers will never sleep soundly again. We did it once, and we did it better than anybody else. There's never been a better border than we had just 2 years ago. It was strong, it was powerful, and it was respected all over the world. And now we're laughed at all over the world. And we're not going to let that happen much longer. We have to take over, we have to be tough, we have to be smart, we have to be fair. But if we don't do something immediately, our country is gone.
Oh, wow. That's President Trump. And oh my God, it's just thank you for watching this. And I thought I'll share this with you. And that's it for now.
Hey, check this out.